Hey team, this is Roberto. I'm here in the jungle, and I'm going to do a quick video to just show you a little bit of the construction so that you can have a better idea. Basically, these are the piers that we have, the concrete piers. This is where the house, the cabin is going to be sitting on. Um, this is the front of the house. Now you can see the back. This is the right side, the left side. Uh, the wood that we're going to be using, I'm going to show you in a second the wood, but we're going to have the big ones, the 11 by 11 centimeters, which is 4¼ by 4¼ inches, are going to go from left to right, left to right, left to right, like that. And like Ron was suggesting, we might put double beams. If you guys feel like that's necessary, we can do that. And then the other beams are going to go in this direction, and that's where the floor is going to sit, and that's where the structure is going to sit, and then the whole thing. So let me show you a little bit of the wood material that we have here in the jungle. And before I continue on, let me just explain really quick that you may see the holes here. We're going to fill it up to level so that you guys, so it's comfortable for you to work. We'll take care of that before you guys get here. And also, if you follow me really quick, come over here. Back here, this is where the bathrooms are gonna be. And before you get here, I'm gonna have already some workers will do the slab. There's gonna be a slab here and concrete columns going up to where the rest of the structure can be tied to, because the bathrooms, the floors are concrete and the walls are block walls, and so this is the only part that's going to be already done by the time you guys get here. All right, Tim, this is one of the type of boards that we have. This is the 4¼ by 4¼ 11 by 11 centimeters. We can get them 3 meter long, 4 meter long, all the way to 450 meters long, which I have to calculate that to see how many feet that is, but that's one of the materials that we have. All right, Tim, this is one of the type of boards that we have. This is the 4¼ by 4¼
This is
11 by 7 centimeter beam that we use for the structures, the floor, you can call them the beams that connect the structure and the roof, what holds the roof. And we can get them 3 meters, 4 meters, 4½, 5, 5½, 6, 6½, and 7 meters. We can't get anything longer than 7 meters, which is 21 feet. So the way I designed the roof of the cabin, and I'll show you in my drawing that I'll send by a picture, we're going to use a lot of those that are 5 meter longs and a lot of them that are 6 meters long. Okay, let me show you something really quick too. Come over here. I already have some wood that I was going to use for my house, but we're going to use it for the cabin now. And this is what we will use for the walls. This one's 8 centimeters wide, which is about 3 inches. It's about 3 inches wide. And they come, the length is about 94 inches. Just to give you an idea. And Tim, this is the existing cabin. The one we're going to build is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be bigger. It's going to have 2 bathrooms. But just to give you an idea, you can see here have the concrete column, the pier, and the beam, the girder, 11 by 11 centimeters, 4¼ by 4¼ is tied by the steel that comes from the column. Here you can see how we use the 11 by 7 centimeter, and then the floor that goes on top. The floor, the paneling floor that we're gonna use is gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna be smaller. The width is gonna be shorter, and but then the length is the same. It's about, the one we're gonna use is about 10 centimeters, which is 4 inches by 240, which when you have to cut them and trim them to be square, you end up with maybe 2 meters and 30 centimeters, which is about 90 and a half inches, 91 inches. And over here you can see that because we can get pieces that are 9 meters long, we have to join pieces that put them together. So the way I'm measuring and the way I'm calculating how much material we have is by getting pieces for each section. And you can tell me what you think, and I'll explain maybe that more a little bit in the email. Okay? Team, we're inside the cabin right now. This is the living room area. Like I said, the other one is going to be different, but the way I calculated how much material we need was based on a 12 feet wall. This is a 12 feet wall, and if you can come closer, we have over here in this corner, we have the columns, the wood columns, the 11 by 11, the 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then we have, in Spanish we call these ones varengas, and the beams, the columns that are smaller. Of course, these ones we can get them any measurement. You can get 11 by 4, you can get them 7 by 4. These ones are 1.5 inches by 2 3/4. So it's about 1.5 inches by 2 3/4. And then I calculated the wood for the windows as well. Down here you can see that of course they put the bottom structure, then they put the floor, and then they started building the structure that was going to hold the roof. And I measured how many of the siding wood we need by just calculating the dimension and seeing how many we can use in a 12 feet wall. And you can see on top, if you guys can see, the overall measure of the whole structure, let's say, is 3 meters. 3 meters is about 10 feet. Okay. It's 114 inches. Yeah, a little more than 10 feet. And then you can see a little bit of how they designed the roof. The team that was here before. You can see over here in the back too how this 11 by 7, this 4 1/4 by 2 1/4 is holding the roof. Okay. Well, I hope this video helps, and we can continue doing this. If it doesn't help, or if we need more, I can do more. Alright? Hope to see you in October. Okay, and the last video I mentioned the overall measurement, but what I meant was the overall height. The even height of the structure is 3 meters long, which is about 114 inches. And then, of course, depending on the angle of what we want the roof, then we can add. But this one has a pitch or a height, a total of 4 meters and 20 centimeters, which is about 10 feet plus another 4, so about 14 feet in the highest point. Okay.